Alright guys, today I wanted to show you the Veise model VE017 smart lock. I'm going to show you what comes in the box, how to install it, as well as all the features that you can access through the app. So everything comes in the box. All that you really need to provide would be a power drill or a screwdriver. And this may be good for you if you're looking for all sorts of various ways to lock and unlock your door, such as using a fingerprint, keypad, even physical keys. It does come with 2 fobs as well that you could use, as well as the ability to lock and unlock through the app. All right, so I'm going to show you how to install the handles or the levers first. So first thing you really want to do is install the latch. Now it does come with this strike plate here, but if you have one already installed like I do for my old lock, you can actually just keep that. So that's what I'm going to do. So the next step after installing the strike plate would be to install the latch itself. So go ahead and just insert that here. So go ahead and just screw that in with the 2 screws. All right, so next you're going to take the vertical lever, which is the part that goes outside. Now this actually does have 2 screws, the 2 at the top and 1 at the bottom. And as you'll see, the bottom you can adjust up and down depending on your door. But this you can actually even completely remove. As you'll see, there's 4 screws. You can just unscrew it and remove this entire thing. And then the screws up here will help to keep this stable. All right, so you're going to take that tail piece, insert it into the square hole of the latch, and then you'll see the 2 screw casings to the left and right of it, and you'll insert those through the hole in the latch as well. With that inserted, it should just be able to hang there, and then you're just going to take that inside part, and you'll see there's 2 holes for the screw casing, so just go ahead and line that up, as well as the square hole in the middle. And then you're basically almost done. You just need to screw the 2 screws in to the left and right of that handle. All right, once it's screwed in, feel free to go ahead and just test it out, both from the inside and outside. Looks like ours is working just fine. All right, the handles are removed, so I'm gonna show you how to install the smart lock itself. Now, same idea, you just wanna install the strike plate first, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that same one again. Next step, of course, would be to install the latch itself. Go ahead and insert that, and then again, screw in the top and bottom screws. All right, guys, so after you've installed that latch, go ahead and take the exterior assembly, so that's the one with the fingerprint and keypad, and you're just gonna insert that tail piece into the slit in the latch, and then just route this wire right underneath the latch for now. All right, so it should just stay there by itself for the time being. Next, you're gonna take the interior assembly, and you're gonna take this mounting plate, and as you can see, there's gonna be a circle where you insert the tail piece, a hole right underneath that where you route the wire, and then the 2 holes to the left and right of the circle. That is how you are going to screw in this mounting plate to the exterior. All right, so now you're going to take the other part of the interior, and you're going to first connect the wire. So you'll see 2 red markings to let you know exactly how to insert that wire. Once you've clicked that in, go ahead and just insert the tailpiece into the blue slit. All right, now remove the cover from that interior. And then you're going to see 2 screws in the battery compartment and also 1 at the bottom. And you're just going to screw in these 3 little screws to attach the interior to the mounting plate. All right, so you're almost done. You can go ahead and manually kind of check to just make sure the lock's working as it should. Looks like ours is good. And then go ahead and insert the 4 batteries. All right, and it's at this point that you can now download the app and start setting up the users and the codes and fingerprints and whatnot. So I'm going to show you how you do that now. All right, guys, so here's a look at the app. So as you'll see, front and center on the home screen there is the big circle that you can use to lock and unlock the lock. So you just tap on it. Same thing to unlock. And then you have various options underneath. So the activities button is going to show you a history of the locking and unlockings and the method that was used. And then next to that is going to be the PIN code. And then you're going to have various options here. So permanent would be good for family members, of course. Recurring is essentially a code that can only be used on certain days and times. So you can set a schedule for those PIN codes, both the time and the specific days. The duration option might be good if you're operating Airbnb. So you can set, say, a PIN code for a certain week. And then you do have that one-time option, good for housekeepers, for example. It's actually going to generate a code for you that's going to be good just for the day, and then it will disable itself afterwards. All right, next to the PIN code option is the fingerprint. This is how you would add fingerprints. So if you click on Add Fingerprint, you essentially go ahead and take your finger and touch the sensor 8 times. So let's click Next. All right, so I'll go ahead and do that. Then you just give it a name, Fingerprint 1, click Complete, and you are done. Next to fingerprint is card. So this is referring to the key fobs. So I've already added the first one. And again, you just click on that plus sign, click next, and you essentially take that card right up to the keypad. And then that is how you register it. And then finally, the settings option. This is where you can change the device name. You can turn auto lock on and off. You can go as short as 10 seconds and you can drag it all the way up to 3 minutes. And then you do have your away mode, which essentially only allows the lock to be unlocked using the master pin code or the app. So if anyone's trying to, say, open the door using a key or fob or any of the user codes, it will sound an alarm. Sound settings, this is where you can turn the lock sound on and off. There's also lock language, you can change it to English or French. The master code, this is where you can change that. And then the one-touch locking option just gives you instructions on how to use that. So you basically hold any key on the touchscreen for 2 seconds and you can lock the device from the outside. So very straightforward, very simple if that's what you are looking for. All right, guys, so I just wanted to quickly demonstrate how to unlock and lock this thing. So from the inside, of course, you just have that thumb turn, nice and easy. Now from the outside, you have the option to use a fingerprint. You can use the keypad, so just touch the screen once just to wake it up, and then you can enter your number and then press the check mark. You also have the fob, right? Just as fast as the fingerprint. And then of course you have the keys here, both for locking and unlocking. Nice and simple. And then of course we saw through the app that you can do that through there as well. To actually lock it, we just saw that you can use the keys. We saw that there is the auto lock function. And then again, if you just press anywhere for 2 seconds, that will lock the door as well. All right, so I hope that helps you decide whether this is gonna be right for you today. But again, you have various ways to lock and unlock. Definitely check this thing out today.